Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Heck Creative. This time we're reviewing two figures from the Joe Fixit wave, Kang and Jocasta. Let's get to it. So here is Jocasta, a very simple, simplistic figure. Let's go over her. She's on the Moonstone body, which is known for not being used as much because of the chest area, at least for some figures, and Hasbro wants to keep in with Disney and be a little more family friendly. I don't mind that, I'm cool with whatever, just, hey, figures for my comic book collection characters, it's great. More figures, please. Doesn't matter what they look like, if they're accurate or not, just as long as they look, pretty close, So, Jocasta here. She has this pretty cool, sort of squid-like looking kind of head with sort of tendrils and hair and a nose guard. It's awesome. It's reminds me of very Greco-Roman kind of thing. Maybe Egyptian too. That very old school, very old style kind of way things are done with a lot of curves and stuff. That's great. It adds the curves of, her at least. But going over the head, it looks really nice. I like the red eyes. There are bolted on eyebrows. That's fascinating. That's great. Looks really cool to me. I love this headpiece, as I said before. Looks really awesome. Doesn't really full on flush with the nose, but heck with it. It's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to really pose her from the side. I'm going to pose her from the front. As you can see those cool eyebrows. That's awesome. It's a big sort of dome piece, hey, you get a little bit of, that's kind of weird and creepy. She doesn't have a head. But yeah, her head articulation goes up, not as far as I'd like it to be. Down, pretty okay. Maybe I'm not articulating the joint as much as I probably could or should. Okay, there we go. She gets a little bit farther down if you sort of force it a bit. And up, again, not too far. The arms are nice. You gotta kind of watch out because it's getting a little loose on me. I don't know why. Maybe the mold is getting old or something, or hasn't been used too much, but it goes out this far. It goes around all the way. The bicep goes this way. You can swivel all the way around if you want it to. Be careful with arm joints on female figures. They can be kind of finicky. They don't go too far as I would know. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing to me. I have this correctly. It's all shaped well and everything. It's fine. Maybe not. You can twist it around too, but then you don't get the range of articulation you would if you'd have it normally. You move the hand up and down. She does come with alternate fists, which is pretty cool. You can swap those out really easily. Just take that, hold on to the forearm, and then replace it with a fist. You attach that there, move the fist up a little bit, and the joints are not really being in my favor with this figure that much today. Maybe it's a mismolded piece or something, but I just had to kind of force it a little bit and it goes down. Heating these things up are probably a high priority for collectors out there. Just letting you guys know, but I'm gonna keep her with these. I don't really plan on having her fight much, sort of. I don't know, maybe I'll have her fight something, who knows. Alright, so the torso goes around, but you break up this piece right here, the silver line that goes down, so it looks like that. It doesn't look that great. I like this diamond here, it looks really nice. The silver is applied pretty well on this figure. It looks really good. You get a backing on here, it's the straps going around the back. That's unneeded, I don't know why it's there. Pretty interesting. The back is very plain and simple. You don't get too much on there, except for this sort of stud piece and the little barcode numbers I hit with it. That's pretty clever on their part. So moving the legs out, the legs go out this far, go in this far. They can come out pretty well. A little bit creaking there for some reason. It's alright. Comes down a little bit, not too far. Goes up very nicely. Doesn't really kick the butt, but whatever. Legs go down. They go up. Pretty okay. Ankle pivot. Pulls the bottom of the feet. This little band here is movable. You could shift that down and up if you want to do a customize. A lot of people are saying that Liliandra would be great for this character, this body mold. And I think it would be pretty okay too. I'm going to probably wait till Hasbro actually releases the character, because he releases the head. A body is not far down the line. Same with Cannonball. His legs can be made. But yeah, that's Jocasta for you. She's a pretty good figure. I like how she can work into the collection. She can go in your Avengers. She can go in your Ultron group, army, villains section. You could put her wherever you want, basically. But yeah, I think that she's a good figure and well worth it. So Jocasta stands at about 6 inches total. Here is Jocasta next to Eddie Brock, Human Torch, Ultimate Spider-Man, Tony Stark, Chameleon, and Captain America. Here is Jocasta next to Dazzler, Rogue, Ms. Marvel, Gwenpool, Sue Storm, and Emma Frost. And lastly, here's Jocasta next to Ultron and Jesse Heck Creative. I take back what I said about you not punching people. Ugh. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Everyone knew from the get-go that Kang would be the true star of this wave. And yeah, I can see why. He's phenomenal. Looks awesome. Wow. I love him a lot. Kang's great. Let's take a look. Okay, so his face is really cool. Wow. Just the blue and the shiny and everything. I've had him pose in a chair for a while, so maybe he's kind of, articulation's kind of just okay or something, but wow, man. He looks great. He's a little dusty too, probably. I had him for a while. But yeah, let's go over him. So, his head sculpt looks very fine. You can go left, right, all the way around 360. I think it's on a, no, it's on a hinge, so that's good. It goes up this far, down that far. Beautiful face sculpt, looks really nice. I finally found one where these little sort of teardrop looking things aren't going into his eyeballs, as they were in other figures. So that's good. The arm goes out this much. It goes down this much. And it can go 360 kinda. It's kinda hindered by this thing, but you have to kinda just work past it a little bit. It's actually a body within there, and then this is a torso that goes around it and wraps it around into the base, which is pretty cool. These arms that are sort of made of, not made of cloth, but look like cloth. They're designed to be that way. They go up this much, which is pretty fair. Goes around that much. As far as the hands, his hands are pretty cool. He has these scary grabby hands, which are nice. You can go in, go out. And as far as hands, he has a whole bevy of hands to go. So let me just grab them real quick. So let's go over the accessories Kang has, and he has quite a lot compared to everybody else in the wave. So he only comes with one gun holding hand, and it's this one. It just plops into here, and it's nice. It's the same kind of gun that comes with Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I use it for the Vulture Build-A-Figure. Looks pretty nice. Works really well. I just don't see Kang carrying a gun. He's a time traveler. He doesn't need really weaponry. He needs probably his fists. You know? Put those in there, and you're good. He has two fists. They're pretty well. They work nicely. I find they kind of jut out a little bit too much from the sculpt, which is okay by me. It's alright. But moving on from there, his torso's insane. I love it. You can move it all the way around. You can move it back way far. You just gotta sort of like crunch a little bit. Move that forward, way forward. You shift a couple things down. This is a little floaty piece here, but it's kind of attached in a way. It's fascinating how this thing's engineered. Wow. It goes out this much, which is very, very far. Very, very far. That's wonderful. Goes up kind of hindered by this piece right here, this little kind of skirt piece. Goes around. Up. Touches the butt, that's good. Goes down. Kind of tough detents on this. Down here. Up a little bit there. And he has a swivel. Kind of a clicky swivel. It's new. It's interesting. They're doing a clicky swivel instead of a nice clean swivel. And then the bottoms of the feet, they have peg holes. I like Kang a lot. My only issue is I've been using him for in the Professor X chair, and I noticed that there's some stress marks here. So just be careful if you're going to sit him down anything. I may have to just heat that up a little bit and get those stress marks out. But Kang's basically perfect. I could not ask for anything more. I really love those hands on him. Just how these look and how evil and world-conquering he is. And I just put the wrong hand. Good job, me. Yeah, so this goes here, and that goes there. Pull that out. Put those in. I really love these hands. I'm going to keep them on him. And I'm going to show you that chair, just in case. So here's the Professor X chair, and I just thought I'd want to say, you can see the little, sculpt on this thing is insane. There are little pieces of fabric. You can see the fabric inside of... That's fascinating. Just inside of the fabric right here. Looks great. The legs are sculpted really well. It's all sculpted with a great attention to detail, and I think a lot of the budget for this wave went into Kang, but getting him in this chair. So, I'm going to move him down a little bit. You're going to sort of pre-bend by 1 on the bottom, on his calves. You're going to pre-bend that by 1, and then bend it maybe again. I forget what my configuration was. Bend the top by 1, so bend them both by 1, and then you just slide him in, like so. I'm not sure if this will work well or not. Maybe the top goes up by 1. Yeah, the top goes up by 1. Okay. So basically just straighten out his legs and then bend the bottoms by 1. And then just hope for the best. Slide him in there. Yeah, you're good. And then you want to position his arms out, flaring out, and then in. So he's on the controls right there. And then you have your Kang. And I might, take to some paint and paint this thing up. Or get someone to paint it for me, because I'm not a really big painter. He looks great. I just need to figure out how to not destroy the backs of his legs in that chair. I don't see any issue with the inside. Maybe it's a mulligan on Hasbro. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to pose him that much. He's going to be sitting in the chair, mostly, for the tenure of him being in my collection. I don't care if the chair's gold or not. I mean, I could put a little, some grays, some greens maybe, but I like this. This looks really nice. A lot of people are saying that it's too small. Someone told me that, and I'm like, no, it's pretty okay. His chair is too small. This is sort of a little battle thing. You can battle ram into people. That's great. I love these little control things too. You slide in and out. But yeah, that's for another review, reviewing this chair by itself. But yeah, that's Kang, and he's just awesome, and I really like him a lot. So Kang stands at about 6 1/3 inches tall. Here's Kang next to Eddie Brock, Human Torch, Ultimate Spider-Man, Tony Stark, Chameleon, and Captain America. Here's Kang next to Dazzler, Rogue, Ms. Marvel, Gwenpool, Sue Storm, and Emma Frost. And lastly, here is Kang next to Dr. Doom and Jesse Heck Creative. Kang! He's a kick in the glass. So overall, I think this is a nice little mixed bag of figures. Jocasta's really great, and Kang is just amazing and spectacular. Jocasta has a nice sort of silver sheen to her that really brings out all the features and details. Not too much wash or anything, but just the simplicity of her is very much appreciated. So a few new parts here and there, the great head sculpt, and just nice paint overall. She's great. Kang is phenomenal. He has a whole bunch of accessories and hands and a gun, and you can even put him in that big chair thing. But I just find that he's one of my favorite Avengers villains of all time. He's a wonderful figure, and he's really great. But watch out for some paint apps here and there, and just make sure you're not messing with the sculpt when you put him in that chair. But other than that, he's just amazing. Hey everyone, just to let you know, I'm doing a giveaway for a retro carded Rogue. Check out the Instagram link in my description for more details. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.